Okay, so we're dealing with an arc cosine on the inside there. So I write some substitution, y, theta, whatever you want to call it, is equal to cosine inverse of x, and cosine of y is equal to x. Now the problem here is that it's x. You know, it's some sort of algebraic expression. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Okay? So when you don't know what it is, you can't make any assumptions about positive or negative. So anytime you do an algebraic expression, we're just going to draw the triangle in the first quadrant. So triangle y will be in the first quadrant. The cosine then of that triangle is equal to x. So the adjacent x, hypotenuse 1. What is your missing side? It is not. Good guess. Good guess. If you need to write x over 1, go ahead and write adjacent over hypotenuse. You square both of them, and then you take hypotenuse minus a leg. So that's 1 minus x squared, and we're doing the square root of that. So then what's the sign of? The outside thing is sine. So what's the sign of y? Opposite over hypotenuse.
So it's just 1 minus x squared.
If you, I mean it's over 1, but I'm not going to write over 1 because that doesn't make sense. It's, it'd be a grand one. Sure.
I'm gonna put a 1 on just so I know. This is why Lindsay and I
It's class 2. That's a break now.
Hey, I do. No, it's not.
So again, 3x. That's an algebraic expression because we don't have a value for that x. You don't know if it's a positive or negative number, so just draw your triangle in the first quadrant. Anytime you do the algebraic expression, draw it in the first quadrant. And it ends up being the sine of 3x, or sine of y is equal to 3x, so opposite 3x, hypotenuse 1, find your missing side. 1 minus 9x squared under the radical. Square both sides. 1 squared is 1. 3x squared is 3x times 3x, which is 9x squared. Then you subtract them and you square root. So what is the cosine of that triangle? Adjacent over hypotenuse 1 minus 9x squared.
Wouldn't it be just 9?
This makes sense.
Okay, that's gonna be so awesome for the rest of the year.
Who wrote that note?
Alright, I'm going to give you a second to set up this problem. So you go through the setup, draw your quadrant. It's an algebraic expression, so you're going to do it in quadrant 1.
Beat up by a game.
It's 1 minus x.
Me, my view.
Okay, so we do the cosine.
Doesn't matter, Lindsay.
Tyler would be a lot.
Now, some of you may have gone to the triangle for this. Some of you may have gone to the triangle, but what I'm telling you right now is that the cosine of y is 1 over x. What would the secant of y be then?
X.
X.
I'm so dumb.
I told you, I called it.
So if you went to the triangle though, cosine 1, hypotenuse x. You might have written down x squared minus 1. But at the end, you're doing the secant anyway, which would be the hypotenuse over the adjacent x.